I have lived in Key West for over 30 years. But I grew up in the great state of New Jersey, and I married a woman who grew up in Massachusetts. And we have family in both places. I can't tell you how many times I've driven up I-95. 40? 50? But I can tell you about the first time I drove I-95. My friend Clark used to have this fast as hell Volkswagen GTI. I used to have kind of a thing for Madonna. On winter break of our last year of college, Clark convinced me to go on a little adventure. We left in the middle of the night and drove from New Jersey up to Canada. We stopped at LL Bean headquarters in Freeport, Maine, because it was open 24 hours and I needed a pair of shorts. We made it to Canada around dawn and bought a box of donuts, then turned the car around. Recrossing the border we'd crossed 20 minutes before, we got hauled out of the car and into the back rooms. One of the officers threatened to crack our skulls if they found any drugs, which is fine. Neither of us did drugs, unless you count caffeine or nicotine. Anyhow, after they let us go, we stopped and posed for one last photo before embarking on our mission, which was to drive the entire length of I-95 as fast as we possibly could. 1,923 miles from Holton, Maine to Miami, Florida. At the last minute, we decided to only listen to one song the entire way, Madonna's Like a Prayer, because we had a single. I'm going to listen to this song until I see God, Clark said. So we listened, the album version flipping over to the dance remix, flipping over to the album version, flipping over to the dance remix, ad infinitum. Drove in shifts, tried to synchronize fuel stops every 2 hours with bathroom breaks. I remember trying to fall asleep while Clark was driving and thinking there was a legitimate chance I could wake up dead. Sometime around South Carolina, Clark screamed and pulled the car over. He'd hallucinated a white rat running across the dashboard. We switched places and got back to driving. We talked about whether, if we were going to play like a prayer until one of us saw God and Clark just saw a white rat, did that mean God was a white rat? We decided that no, it did not mean that. And then Clark went to sleep. We made it to Miami in 24 hours flat. We averaged about 105 miles an hour if you took out the gas stops and the 2-hour traffic jam in New York City. We figured we'd listen to Like a Prayer more times than Madonna had. We spent a couple days in Miami seeing the sights. South Beach, sunken boats, old people eating breakfast. This is Clark trying to look like mid-career Sting. This is me inventing the selfie. We even made a little road trip down to Key West. Then we went back to Jersey. For a long time, I enjoyed driving that highway. I thought of I-95 like a modern version of Huck Finn's Mighty Mississippi. Then one day, 8 or 10 years ago, I was driving on 95 in North Carolina when suddenly the highway was filled with foam stuffing and upholstery. Someone had dropped a futon off the back of their truck. The car in front of me locked up. I locked up, skidding to a stop inches from their bumper. I breathed a sigh of relief. Then I got hit from behind by a car doing about 60. Fortunately, it was a glancing blow. Our beloved old school CRV was totaled, but I walked away with only a minor case of whiplash. I have to admit, it put a dent in my romance with I-95. I decided it was maybe time to start seeing other highways. I still like driving, and I still like driving long distances. I get up north pretty much every summer, but in more recent years, I've actually been driving the old highways. 27, 441, 17. I've been traveling in a much slower rig, and I've been stopping to take a lot of photos. Clark and I are still pretty good friends, and we still go on the occasional abbreviated road trip. I am not comfortable with this at all.
I think it's very comfortable, Mark. I think you need to.
I'm not a big puffy cushion.
Oh, I think you're a big puffy cushion. Yeah.
You gotta pop it. There's a thing on the back right there.
North. The part where we wreck the car because you're trying to shoot film while running the car is probably my favorite part of this. Pop it, huh?
I don't know what we should do here.
Where are you supposed to write this all out in advance?
It's reality. Do I go to Canada?
Mark, I gotta go to work in the morning.
Fuck it, we're all right. Let's go.
Oh wait, I thought we were gonna get a cup of coffee. Ooh, I'm making a pumpkin spice latte.
Perfect.
Is that bothering you? Is that bothering you, Grandpa?
It was messy. Shut up, sit down.
Ow.
Thank you.
That was real too.
Thank you for bringing my decaf pumpkin latte. I mean, we would have beat each other up for doing this like 20 years ago.
I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin spice latte.
What is your opinion in this venture into the modern world?
That this is the 20th anniversary, the 20-year anniversary of the invention of the pumpkin spice latte. It's not bad. I like pumpkin spice stuff in general.
But it's not actually pumpkin, it's pumpkin spice.
Whatever.
It's cinnamon.
Don't give me your New York Times, editorial bullshit.
Listen to that, Clark. It's the sound of America just moving past us.
The road speaking to us.
That was a momentous moment.
Your head's enormous. And I believe that's Canada. That's my head.
You want to go to Canada, Clark?
No, not right now. Maybe later. Sometimes I wonder if I have another road trip in me. Another great road trip in me.
How can you not? All you gotta do is sit there.
I don't know.
Listen to Madonna. All right, Clark, make or break. Do you want to go to Canada or do you want to go home?
No, how many times are you gonna ask me that question?
You can still go to Canada.
Now I'm getting cranky.
You can go to Canada.
We cannot go to Canada. I have responsibilities.
They won't even miss you at work tomorrow.
I have responsibilities.
Come on, man. Life is a mystery.
I gotta check.
You're gonna make me stand alone?
Yes. It does not feel like home.
This is my theory about what the song means after 30-some years of listening to it. The road is home. The road feels like home. Who's calling to her? It's the road. That's my interpretation of Like a Prayer.
Right.
Fine, we'll go home so you can stay employed.
Well, thanks for the latte, Mark. And I've got something for you here.
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes. It needs some of that, the that.
That works.
It's
the Casingle. Look,
The
we're reflected
actual-
in the Casingle
The
glass.
actual Casingle.